Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Today is episode number 287 on my journey to 1800 ELO. So, if you guys enjoy my content, I appreciate you, and you should like and subscribe. And we're going to get right into today's game. So, here we go. So yesterday was tough. Was definitely not in the right mindset. Lost kind of 2 games back-to-back in kind of a bad way. It's going to be hard to stay 1300 if I keep doing things like that. So today we're going to try and curb our bad habit that we had yesterday and see if we can't get a game to win. So we're playing a 1333 from Germany. From Germany. Good luck, my friend. Stanton Cochrane variation. What? What? That's what this says. I just want to show you guys. I'll move my camera real quick. Hold on. Boom. What the heck? What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna probably just play D6. So we'll see where this goes. D3. Interesting. Interesting. So I have this move already. He can just block. He can also block with the bishop. I think that I'm going to just develop and try and castle as quickly as possible. So it's a bit early for him to be doing that, but I guess that's okay. I could develop this knight here instead of coming here. I don't think that that's better. The reason I was saying that is to recapture that way, but I don't think that's necessarily better at all. Kind of don't really want him to take my knight like that, but it might just be kind of what happens. So, yeah, I feel like developing the knight there is not terrible. I want to play G6 and fianchetto, but I have a feeling that that's not maybe going to happen. I could also just play E6, but it kind of like gets my queen in a scenario. So I'm going to play this and actually just go along with my plan instead of putting the knight on. So he trades off his dark squared bishop. And to me, that's weird because now he's got a lot of dark squared weaknesses in his position. So I'm going to play G6, fianchetto my bishop, castle, and try and remain cool. Cool, calm, and collected. I don't necessarily want his knight to really come in here, but I guess I can't stop him from coming in here, really. But I'm going to fianchetto my bishop and just get ready to castle. Alright, so my opponent's pretty much ready to castle. I think we are close as well. I'm just going to do it. Whoa. Alright, so we are castled. We have a really strong dark squared bishop, and we still have our light squared bishop, so that's nice. Yeah, it'd be cool if I could like reroute my knight somehow, but doesn't seem to be. I mean, I could do it easier this way probably. I'm gonna play A5 to get ready to play a move like B5, I think. I just don't understand any of these moves that he's playing. I feel like he's just moving pieces or something. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, very interesting. I kind of want to push B5. If I push b5 and he takes, I can take, but then his knight takes. So perhaps we get a bishop on d7 to prepare b5 a bit. I could also just kind of go for maybe e6, d5 kind of stuff. But I think the bishop coming to this kind of square is relatively beneficial. Opponent's playing really fast. He has not really slowed down or anything. So if I take, he can take with the knight. I kind of don't want that. I think I'm just gonna... If I push the pawn, does that do anything? He can go here. Doesn't really have anywhere to go from there though. He can also just go here. If he goes there, I can take if I want to. I'm gonna push b4. It's kind of annoying for him. So I think we're okay here. I don't really want him to come in here. My queen is kind of dealing with that threat right now. I could play e6, which is kind of something I was thinking about playing anyways, to maybe try and prepare a bit over here. He's sort of attacking this. So if I play e6, like, what is he gonna do? Back up here, back up here. He could take. Am I trying to follow up any sort of way? I'll play e6 to kind of open my queen up this path and maybe see if he wants to take the knight. Yeah, maybe taking with the queen was better. I just kind of instinctively took with my bishop, but yeah, I'm just not sure what he wants to do with this. I mean, if I push this pawn, what happens? This is a weird game. Weird game. So if I push, takes. Are we cool there? If I push and he just pushes, it's kind of annoying. If I do this, he takes, I take. He's got to move his... If I push, he takes, I take. He's got to deal with the queen. Wait, if I do this, he can't take. And he can't push either. I'm going to do this. He can, but he'll lose a rook. he will lose a rook. So that is my good bishop, and we've kind of given up light squared control, or dark squared control. But I think it's okay because I'm going to use my queen like my dark squared bishop. Alright, we're up in exchange. It would behoove us to open up the board. If I push this, he takes, I take, he takes. Don't have enough pieces there right now. But what I could do is put the bishop here. Put the queen here. I could do a few things. The problem with the queen going there just immediately is this move, so maybe we don't do that. I'm gonna prep my bishop a bit like this. I could see him just kind of throwing the pawn forward. So if I do this, takes. Well, now I actually can get kind of up in here. If I do this, if I play queen to b2, takes, takes. I'm gonna do it. So my thought is that if he takes, I think I can maybe defend the pawn. I don't know, or at least win some more material with it. I'm not really sure. All right, so he's being a little smarter with it. He doesn't want me to actually like take, so, or he doesn't want to take me, which is fine. If I take, he takes. I mean, it should be a winning endgame for me. If I push this, I'll take. This might be bad, but I'll do it. So now we're kind of in an endgame, and I want to get my king active. I want to walk my king like all the way up in here if I can. I gotta be careful. Can't just be doing stuff, but so if I push this, takes, 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 push, takes, takes, takes. So if I go here, he wants to do this maybe. Then I can't go here or here. I think we need to open up the board. I have these pretty strong pawns over here, kind of locking things up. Oh, I messed up there. So I'm gonna actually move here now. I like this because it puts pressure on this pawn. How does he defend it? So the problem is I can't take, right? Because he's actually going to take, and I have to, well, I can. If I take, he takes, I need to move the bishop. And I'm just worried, I see the alignment here, right? So I'm wondering if I do this, is that good? But I kind of don't want him to have a strong pawn here, so I guess I should take. This at least opens up some things. This pawn is now weak. He can take that, actually. Yeah, I feel like I kind of messed this up. But I think we'll be okay. Maybe. I mean, the pawn is going to promote on a dark square. We should be able to just win it, so I don't see why. I can't just do this. Where does he want to go? I'm going to move this rook to this file, and this rook probably over here. My king is in front of my f7 pawn. This kind of feels a little weird. Alright, he's defending this, which is fair. Fair play. I can't bring my king in. I'd have to get behind the pawn. We are cutting the king off, which is nice. Don't really want him to come into here. But I don't really have a good way to stop it. If I go here, he can go here, which is equally annoying. Can't go here. Yeah, this is a fork right now, so I need to like be wary of that. I don't really want to allow that. I'm gonna keep my pin on the knight, but just move the bishop, keeping the king kind of cut out, at least for the moment. Okay. So this allows my king to move here without really worrying about anything, and it also gives my rook potentially squares to get in on. But I like this. The problem is if I go here, it's a fork again, so I can't do that. I want to be able to go here, but he won't. He won't allow me to. I'm gonna move the rook here. So if I go here and he does this, what's going on there? I can go here. If I do this, he takes. I don't really like that. If I go here, his king can start getting in. So he didn't want me to walk my king forward. Fair enough. I'm not too worried about that, I don't think. So if I push this, he takes, I take. I don't know. I suck at endgames. He's got so much time. He's got the same amount of time you start the game with. He's got 15 minutes. And I'm sure that I'm better somehow. I mean, I have 3 better pawns. I have a rook. But it does feel kind of drawish still. So if he takes, I'm fine with that. If he pushes, I just take. I'm fine with that too. I guess what I'm worried about is this mostly, which he hasn't really spotted yet, but that's the move I don't want the most to happen. This is tough. Tough. Dude's got a lot of time on the clock compared to me. It'd be cool to win this game. I feel like we played a better game than them, at least up until this point. But I'm kind of lost here. Maybe this is a little more equal than I'm giving it credit for. I feel like I'm better just because I have maybe better pieces, but maybe that's not exactly true. I don't think that that's what he should have done, opening up a file, though. I feel like open files are going to benefit me. Basically, I just want to promote this pawn and not really allow him to do anything. I don't get it. So he gets a fork for sure, but I'm going to get my king in. And I think that my pawns are better. So if I go here, he takes. If I go here, he takes. I can't get in. I can. Go here and then take this pawn. So if I take this, he's going to take this. I take this. I'm attacking this. If he pushes, I go here. Right now I'm threatening to push, so maybe that works. I don't know. This might become a draw because of the way I've played this. If I move the king here, what does he do? I mean, he can't do anything. So I'm gonna do it. This is probably a draw. I have 3 minutes. I'm so worried about time, but I have time to calculate what I'm doing right here. He let us promote. Alright, now we need to think. This check. I have this check. I have this check. I have this check. Alright. Guys, we're over 1,300 still. Kind of was my big worry the whole game. It says mate in 30, which is kind of funny. GG to my opponent. Let me say GG. We play with 78.3% accuracy. I will go to this screen for a minute. 72.5 played by my opponent. And we had a blunder. And the game was kind of crazy looking. I was better definitely at the end of the game like we thought. It was just kind of hard for me to see why. but we figured it out. Let's get into it. So, best moves. Good move. What's the best? Just going for the Fianchetto. I like it because this is what he did, which was kind of silly. And I figured this might be inaccurate. I didn't really know if E6 was better, but it is. So I'm glad that the two moves we considered were, you know, kind of, I don't know. I think the knight move is fine because he just obviously took, which is weird. This guy played really weirdly. We played all best moves here. He weakened his dark squares a lot. I think trading the bishop for the rook is a bad idea. You know, I did it later in the game, but I think that's just not the way to play that. It actually likes doing this, which I understand. I mean, we played a good game. Taking with the queen was better here, so I kind of thought about that. I was like, I think taking with the queen was just better, but it was fine doing what we did. Oh, the bishop takes is the best move. So I'm glad. Yeah, we're just better here. So, and my queen becomes my dark squared bishop here, right? Interestingly, queen coming back here and literally becoming the dark squared bishop is the best move. We found the best move here. He found a good move. I didn't see this move, but yeah, that is a great move. The best move for me was to actually just double up here. And I think it gets pretty overwhelming. Takes. I don't know what the idea of this is, really, other than to double up. But we were fine doing what we did. This is straight up a blunder. I actually don't know why. Oh, it was the thing that I was worried about. Yeah, okay. So this is what I needed to see to check. And it wins my bishop, and it like this is just a weak thing that I have going on right now. My bishop is undefended, and this is just not good. And I walked right into that. He didn't see it, though. He just backed up, and we decided in that instance to open the center, which is not really what needed to happen. I actually should have left my king here, and we can do things like this to open up the center. This was a bit sketchy for me, but we figured it out. I brought the rook over here, which was not the best move. It actually led to a potential fork. I mean, I liked it, but I was worried about bringing this rook over here. I wanted this rook here. So, I don't know. We played really well here. I mean, we missed some things here and there, but it wanted me to take here. I think you guys understand why I didn't want to do that. I think what we were doing was fine, especially just maintaining this kind of pin. But once he stepped out, it was fine to take again. The computer wanted that. Again, it wants us to take. It's a missed opportunity. Apparently, there's a... so here it's definitely a missed opportunity, because if I take this and he does do this, I literally win the bishop. So he'd have to take with the pawn over here, and then we could promote. So I missed that, though. So here was an opportunity for me to take the knight that was threatening your boy, because he has to take back. I mean, he's going to lose a piece if he does. Like, I mean, that's just unfortunate for him. If he wouldn't been able to do this, but we're winning here. He just kind of allowed me to get the game. So I don't know why he played like this. My boy had like 15, 16 minutes the whole game, and did this to himself. So I don't know. It's funny, the thing doesn't see checkmate now, but it was checkmate in 30 while I was or the original game review. All right, guys, I'm glad that we won today, because yesterday was sad, and we knew we were out of it. So today was a nice comeback. So 13-14 current rating. Yeah, and we're going to win tomorrow too. So I will see you guys then. Catch you later.